All right. So I got this message from somebody, and I'm going to read it to you and then give my reply on it. It's about motivation and such. I'll just dig in. So, serious question, please help. Woody, I need your advice on this. I feel like you're a good person to ask with your experience doing Mail Monday. Lately, I've been missing a lot of school. It's not because I'm getting bullied or because I have social anxiety or anything like that. It's just because I hate it. I have around 15 absences this year, but 4 have been just this week. When I go to school, I don't pay attention and I just wait for the day to end so I can go home. I never do my homework and I'm failing just about every class right now, yet I'm in AP and honors classes because I used to care. AP is advanced placement. It's a class for smart people. I try and tell myself that I'm going to start trying and do my work and go to school, but when the next morning rolls around, I just can't bring myself to do it. I'm fully aware of what my future will be like if I continue on this path, and that's why I'm contacting you. I don't want to be a failure, but I don't know how not to be a failure. Please respond if you read this, because I don't know what to do right now. I'm in 10th grade, by the way. This guy seems a lot like young Woody. You know, I was in classes that they called gifted and talented. I was in some good classes, yet I sucked at school. Dreadful bad. And, you know, as bad as this guy's doing, he's probably doing better than me. And, you know, 15, I want to say that my school had a maximum of 18 classes, that there are 18 days that you could miss. And I would consider them like an adult considers vacation time. Like, yeah, you have to use it or it just goes away. Like, if you don't take your vacation, it doesn't roll over to the next year. So it would be wasteful not to miss 18 days of school a year. How crazy is that, right? And that was young me. What I wish someone had told me was how productive people operate and what the deal is and what the pros and cons are. I watched this. I'm going to mess up his name because that's my thing. Is it Nick Offerman, or whatever his name is from Parks and Rec? He did this thing, and he kept saying that he had done the math on things that weren't math equations. And, you know, when it comes to slacking, especially slacking in school, I've done the math on that. And here's the thing. When you're productive, right? When you're doing your job, it's a little less fun in the very short term, right? It's nice to just forgive yourself and put your feet up on the coffee table and watch Netflix. It's nice to give yourself a pass and play a video game and ignore your actual responsibilities in the very short term. You know, that pays off for like an hour or two. And here's the math I'm talking about. It's not actual math, but when you live it and you do that and you make it a lifestyle, then after a while, you start not feeling very good about yourself. You start realizing that like you're not good at anything because you're goofing off too much. You're not keeping up with your peers. Your future looks dim. You know, if there was one thing that led to my suicide attempt at 17 years old, it would be the kind of behavior that this guy is doing at 15 years old. The kind of behavior I did at 15 years old. Yeah, he's got plenty of future. He's 15. He said he was in 10th grade, so that's 15 years old if you're international. When you take the path he's taking, then, you know, next year as a junior, he won't be in the AP classes anymore, you know, with the peers that he's used to. They're going to start classifying him with people that maybe he looks down upon today, you know, the kids who are in shop and who have like greasy hair and flannel shirts, or I'm describing 90s kids. But anyway, he's going to be, those will be his new peers, and he'll look around and be like, God, I fucked up, right? You know, like they used to categorize me as someone who had this bright future, and now they don't. When you're a productive person, it's not like you wake up every day and make a decision between working and not working. You're self-programmed. You just wake up every day and think, you know, what can I get done? What can I do? What can I knock out? When you're doing what he does, it's like he's making a conscious decision. Like, you know, should I give my homework my attention today? nah, screw homework. I hate it so much. You know, it's this, he's made a mountain out of a molehill, right? This homework that he could knock out, that he has the capability of doing. Suddenly he doesn't know how to just take step one. And that take step one thing, God, like I swear a lot of people have asked me for the magic to taking that first step. And, you know, steps 2, 3, 4, 5, they're easy, right? They build upon themselves. You take that first step, you feel success, you taste it, it's awesome. And then, you know, you do it again and again, and then your grades are good, and then you feel good about yourself. And then you know that this is the kind of thing that leads to that kind of self-feeling and confidence and etc. Whereas slacking leads to the other stuff. And like I said, slacking is glorious in the very short term. But in the long term, it's dreadful. You know, in the long term, you don't think as much of you. The world doesn't think as much of you, and the world is right about you because you don't have the kind of talent and skills and education that you know, the people who put in the effort had. It's you know, there's this South Park thing about smoking pot, and they're like, man, you know, it's not that it kills you, it's not that you're going to drop dead from this thing like they act like it. It's just that over time you realize that, you know, you spent a lot of time being kind of dull and wasting yourself until, you know, you're not really good at anything, and you could have been building a skill. Just 1 minute, Colin.
Okay.
Sorry about that. That's my boy. And you know, so this gentleman, you know, he asked me, let me read his message again. You know, he's like, he's fully aware of what his future will be like if he continues on this path. I don't want to be a failure, and I don't know how not to be a failure. Yeah, man, I feel you, because I was in the same spot. I got kind of lucky. Like I just, for me, I discovered swimming, and then swimming mandated that I get certain grades, and then I wanted to keep swimming, so I went to college, and then I went and worked with my father, and he installed like an ambition in me that wasn't there before. You know, what do you do if no one does that? You know, if you don't get in an environment like that or a motivation to do a thing, man, I just take a bite of it. Take a bite of it and try to, you know, an avalanche starts with the single flake of snow, right? Like something starts to slide and then the rest pours down. If you could just roll up your sleeves and do it and then feel good about yourself, and then you do it again and you feel better about yourself. And it's like, you know, you just got to pop that cork out. It's that initial sticking that's holding you back. And then once you get into a better groove and you reprogram yourself, 3 weeks in, right? 21 days and you're a new guy. 21 days and you have a different future. That's the leap that you need to make. And if there's a message that I wanted to drill home, and then just sort of wrapping up the video here, it's that I've done the math. The slacker route doesn't make you feel good about you, and it makes other people think less of you, and those other people are right. That's what sucks. The ambitious route makes you proud of you, and it's a rare thing, right? Like, how often are you proud of yourself? You know, you can be happy with yourself. They're all at my door, but like to be actual proud and say, dude, I flipping killed it right here. Like, that doesn't happen all that much, but it does when you are productive. It does when you look back at the last 8 hours and say, you know, I got everything done I'd hoped to get done. So yeah, if you could just pop that cork out, the success will flow. And, you know, I wish you the best of luck on that, man. So have a good day. Oh, and I want to make a quick note. Like, I reckon I'm watching John Green videos, and his production quality is so amazing and stuff. And I thought about stepping it up, and I think I will in my new house. I'll have it set up. But the fact is, making quick and easy videos like this makes me actually make videos. So, you know, give me some feedback if you mind, or if you really need a new backdrop and some different lighting. So give me some feedback. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a good day, guys.